Sometimes someone looks at you, as if you're nothing, as if your presence doesn't matter. And the worst part isn't their words, it's your silence. That fake smile you give while something inside you burns. That quiet voice whispering, maybe they're right, maybe I'm not enough. But here's the truth. Every time you let someone treat you like less, you give away a piece of your own power. Power that was always meant to be yours. And this video, it's about taking that power back. Without shouting, without fighting, just by waking up. Before we go deeper, pause for a second. If you've ever felt unseen, unvalued, or small, hit like, hit subscribe, because this message is for you. Now let's begin. One day, you wake up and realize you haven't been yourself for a long time. You're no longer the person who used to fight for their dreams. Why? Because you let someone's look, someone's judgment, or someone's silence define who you are. Those looks replay in your mind. A small voice whispers, maybe I'm not good enough. And with every little rejection, that voice gets louder, until your own disappears. You start to see that strength isn't always loud. Sometimes, strength is sitting with yourself and saying, enough, I'm done belittling myself. We live in a world obsessed with validation. Likes, compliments, approval. But real power begins the moment you stop waiting for it. When you stop asking, why don't they see me? And start saying, I see myself. That's the turning point. The moment you return to the version of you who knew who they were before the world made you forget. Because when someone treats you like less, they're only revealing the limits of their own perception. But when you believe them, you don't lose your power. You hand it to them yourself. So ask yourself this. Do you still want to wait for someone to rescue you? Or are you finally ready to be your own savior? At some point in life, you reach a moment where you're just tired. Tired of waiting. For the message that never comes. For the change that never arrives. For the miracle that never happens. And in that silence, reality hits you like a slap. No one is coming to rescue you. It hurts. But that pain, it's necessary. Because without that sting, there's no growth. When every door feels closed, there's always one that remains open, the one inside you. The strongest people didn't come from comfort. They came from fire. Real strength isn't in shouting. It's in the quiet decision to keep going. The day you said enough was the day your real story began. Remember this. Your power returns the moment you realize no one else is responsible for your life. Not your parents, not society, not your boss, not your friends, only you. No matter how broken you feel, there's a part of you that's still alive, still burning, still believing. That's the part watching this video right now, the part that refuses to die. And if you can touch that fire again, if you can turn that pain into motion, you'll become unstoppable. Your pain isn't your enemy, it's your fuel. The same fire that once burned you can be the one that lights your way forward. After that bitter realization that no one's coming to save you, there comes a silence, a deep, heavy silence. But that silence isn't the end. It's the beginning of awakening. At first, it feels empty. You ask yourself, then what do I do now? But slowly, something inside starts to whisper. A quiet voice saying, get up. That's the voice you've ignored for years. You silenced it with noise, with people, with distractions. But now, when the world goes quiet, that voice remains. You start taking small steps. Waking up without motivation, but with purpose. Working when no one's watching. Choosing peace instead of validation. And day by day, you start to change. You don't notice it at first. But one morning, you look in the mirror and think, I'm coming back, but I'm not who I used to be. When you begin to rebuild yourself from ashes, you reclaim your power. No one decides for you anymore. No one defines your worth. That's what real power is. Not control, not dominance, but self-mastery. The day you realize you are your own savior, the world never looks the same again. When you rise from the ashes, everything looks the same. The world, the people, but you're not the same anymore. Something in your eyes has changed. You no longer chase validation. You don't beg for half-hearted love, and you don't seek approval from anyone. You've learned to build yourself. Even when no one's clapping. You know what's the hardest part? Learning to respect your solitude. You used to run away from it, but now it feels sacred, because it was in that silence where you found your true strength. Every day, one small step. You wake up and whisper, I'll keep going. Not because someone's watching, but because you made a promise to yourself. Sometimes, the same people who broke you come back. They ask, where have you been? Why so quiet? And you just smile, Because you know silence speaks louder than any explanation. Power is this: when you no longer need to prove who you are. When someone tries to pull you down, but you just keep rising. Rebuilding means learning to stand on wounded knees. It means realizing pain never leaves. But now, you control it. And with every step you take, the universe bows in quiet respect. Because those who rise from heartbreak are unstoppable. One day, you wake up and realize that wound, the one that once broke you, has now become the strongest part of who you are. That pain, it built you. It forced you to face yourself, to confront the darkness you always tried to escape. You see now, pain isn't the enemy. Pain is a ruthless teacher. But if you face it, it gives you lessons no school on earth could ever teach. It teaches you how to be strong when no one helps. It teaches you how to believe in yourself when everyone doubts. It teaches you how to build hope from ruins. And slowly, you learn to control it. You stop letting your past define you. Instead, you use it, like fire that warms you, not fire that burns you. You start working on yourself, not for revenge, but for growth. For that version of you that once felt impossible. You turned your failure into a reason, your pain into a path, your silence into strength. And when you look around, you see others still drowning in the same pain. But you're different, because you chose to rise. And that's the truth about real power. It's not about avoiding pain. It's about transforming it. The same person who once felt broken is now using that pain to light up the world, because they finally realized no one is coming to save them. So they became their own savior. You stop for a moment. You look back at your past and whisper to yourself, I'm the one who thought I could never make it. But I'm still here. You're no longer the person waiting to be rescued. You're not searching for a hero anymore, because you finally realized you were the hero all along. Your pain isn't the enemy anymore. It's a reminder, a symbol of how far you've come and how much strength you've built. Every scar on your soul is a medal of survival, a medal of growth, a medal of belief. You've walked through your own fire, through the darkest nights, when there was no light left, except a small flame inside you whispering, keep going. Now, when you look back, you realize every failure was a message, every tear was an investment, and every moment you almost gave up was the birth of a new strength. Real power doesn't come from ease. It comes from pain, from the moments you had every reason to quit, but chose not to. You rebuilt yourself, from ashes, from pain, from the ruins of who you were. But this time, you did it for you. And now, it doesn't matter what the world says, because you finally know. No one can take away what you built from your own pain. One day, you wake up and finally realize, no one is coming to save you. Not that friend who left, not the family who didn't understand, not the world that only judged you. And in that exact moment, you become free. Because when you realize no one's coming, you stop waiting, you start building, you start fighting, you become your own savior. That's real freedom. Every pain, every doubt, every lonely night, they were all training you for this moment. No one saves you but you. If you're watching this right now, it's not by accident. There's a part of you still fighting. And that part is what's going to take you exactly where you need to go. Now it's time to decide. Sit back and wait for change, or become the change yourself. Comment, I choose myself. Let the world know, from today, you are your own hero. If this message spoke to you, like, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs to hear it. You started this journey alone, but you won't finish it alone, because we're right here, together.